Happy Sunday. This is your style appetizer for the week. So isn't it funny? And I'm doing this on Zoom on purpose with clarity, like there's no jewelry, there's no hair in my face. It's just my glasses and I took them away. Because often we speak, yet we are still mute. And when we get on Zoom and we're on mute, the system has a way of telling us, hey, listen, you're muted. I can't hear you. So a pop-up happens. But where in our life does that happen? Like when we're wanting to speak, or when our body is actually speaking, or our hearts are speaking out into the universe. And it's like as if the universe cannot hear us. What do we do then? So in this style appetizer for today, on this beautiful Sunday, wherever you are, in whichever corner of the universe you're lighting up today, my invitation to all of us is to just stop and listen. Yeah, why am I talking about listening when I'm talking about, or at the same time that I'm talking about, I can't be heard because I'm on mute? Well, it's a funny thing. Listening and hearing and being heard and hearing others all kind of go hand in hand. So let me go back to the listening piece. That why is it that so many of us open our mouths and it's like there's no one out there, no one's hearing, no one's listening? How does that happen? How does it happen that we actually are screaming, our bodies are screaming, our voices are screaming, and the more we don't get heard, the louder we get, the more agitated we get? When that happens to me, or it has happened to me often, here's one thing one of my mentors said a long time ago, and used to say to me, speak, Liana, so people can hear you. And I take that in my heart with me everywhere I go, because I used to like yell. I used to yell at people. When I didn't get heard, I got louder. And when I didn't get heard, then I got even more loud and I got agitated in my body. And at some point, because I love ears, I love the shape of ears. When you take two ears and you put them together, it becomes a heart. And I thought to myself, what if I took my two ears and turned them into a heart and actually put them on my heart and started listening before I even spoke? What happens to my consciousness and to my occurrence of the world? Instead of wanting to be heard and getting louder, what if I just took my heart and opened it up and got quiet and just listened? What would happen then? How would the world occur to me if I just zipped it, stopped speaking, and just took my ears, turned them into my heart, and just listened from the seat of my soul, which is the Sufis call the heart, the seat of the soul? What would happen then? How would it be? What would be happening in the world? And one of the things that I've noticed in doing this practice is that my heart becomes this, how can I call it? It becomes like a nest, like a vessel to actually contain different kinds of conversations. Sad conversations, joyful conversations, upset conversations. And inside of me, I don't know how it's going to be for you when you maybe practice this, what happens is that gets stripped of a lot of the stuff that's not needed, like the drama gets stripped away, and then pure emotion of sadness or the pure emotion of joy shows up. So I'm doing this video today for you without earrings, without necklaces, without anything, just my red glasses. Let me take those off too. To just amplify the simplicity of life in listening. Am I listening to what's happening? Am I listening to what life is bringing me? Can I just be void and stripped away of all the stuff that kind of grabs our attention? And what I've noticed is, whether it's joyful or less joyful, is that when I have the opportunity to truly actually listen, the humanity in all of us comes out. And it's not that complicated. Most people are either joyful or void of joy. And yes, there are different distinctions inside of that, and different levels, and different. The less joy can be really, really harshly angry. It could be sad. It could be detrimental. And the full of joy could be bliss and ecstasy and just a smile, you know? So there's different distinctions, yet they're both not that complicated. And what my heart just wants for all of us, for all of you listening, watching this, is to come to a place of center where I'm the fulcrum and there's joy happening and there's less joy happening. And how can I be with both of it in my listening so that I'm the grounded, gentle, kind vessel that holds all of it, like a boat on the ocean? I can bob back and forth, and the container for all of it. Great, not so great, amazing, blissful. And here's why: because all of it is part of life. And it came to pass. It didn't come to stay, never. It all comes to pass, the good and the bad. And so if I can be the vessel, the container that kind of bobs off the ocean, you know, there's the sky starts raining, it starts pouring, the wind comes and goes, and the ocean is always there. The ocean is always our humanity, our love, who we are at our core. So if I take my ears and listen from my heart, from the place of love, maybe I can be the ocean, because the ocean never goes away. And then when something's really upsetting, ask yourself the question Liana always does: how much do I love you when I really can't stand you? Because the truth is, who you are is love. Who I am is love. And if I can remind myself of that, everything else is a cakewalk. Happy Sunday. Tell me which corner of the universe you're lighting up today. And then send all your amazing love out into the world and get it amplified everywhere with everyone. All you need is love. Do, 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 do. All you need is love. Love, oh, oh, love is all you need. Mwah! Happy weekend. Go play in your closet and tell me which corner of the universe you're lighting up tonight. Mwah!